everyone! So here we are again in a show wherein you can't only be entertained. You can't only know about my life and my favorites, but also you can get a lot of learnings only here in My Life, My Share. So let's get started. So for today's content, we are going to talk about my favorite architect. Do you know about this structure? If you think it's the La Sagrada Familia, then you're right. And the architect behind this wonderful structure is no other than Antoni Gaudi, my favorite architect. This La Sagrada Familia is famous for being one of the most iconic examples of Antoni Gaudi's unique style, combining elements of Art Nouveau, Catalan modernism, and Spanish lace Gothic design. The theme of nature figures prominently in Gaudi's design, both in terms of symbolism and the use of organic shape and forms. And of course, if you want to know about who is Antoni Gaudi, then bear with me. Antoni Gaudi was a Catalan architect who has become internationally recognized as one of the most prodigious experts in his discipline, as well as one of the top exponents of modernism. His exceptional groundbreaking genius made him the inventor of a unique, personal, and incomparable architectural language that defines classification. He was born on the 25th of June 1852 in Reus, Catalonia, Spain, and came from a family of boilermakers, a fact that allowed the young Gaudi to acquire a special skill for working with space and volume as he helped his father and grandfather in the family workshop. His talent for designing spaces and transforming materials grew and prospered until he turned into a veritable genius for the three-dimensional creation. Antoni Gaudi found the essence and the meaning of architecture by following the very patterns of nature and by always respecting its laws. He did not copy it, but rather traced its course through the process of cooperation. And in that context, he created the most beautiful, sustainable, and effective work possible through his architecture. Gaudi himself once said, "Originality consists of going back to its origin." In 1870, he moved to Barcelona to pursue his academic career in architecture, at the same time working at various jobs to enable him to pay for his studies. He was an inconsistent student, but he was already showing some evidence of brilliance that opened doors for him, allowing him to collaborate with some of his professors and end up completing his studies at the School of Architecture in 1878. After, Gaudi received many commissions and proposed numerous projects. Many of these, fortunately, were transformed into reality, and his masterpieces followed one after another. The Bells Guard Tower, Park Girl, the restoration of Mallorca Cathedral, and lastly, the Church of the Sagrada Familia. But then, Gaudi died on the 10th of June 1926 after being knocked down by a tram while making his way. After being struck, he lost consciousness. He was taken to the Santa Cruz Hospital, where later recognized by the priest of the Sagrada Familia. He was buried 2 days later in that very church. Following a funeral attended by throngs of people, most of the citizens of Barcelona came out to bid a final farewell to the most universal architect that the city had ever known. But even though he died, he is still my favorite architect since I really like his style, and he left me with a message that originality is the key to a wonderful creation.